we are making stuffed clams. We're preparing for Christmas Eve dinner.
Okay, Melody, I took it. Oh!
You broke the clam. That's all right, honey. Delicious stuffed clam. And this is another good little, very quick dinner for during the week or a treat on the weekends if you're having guests over. People love stuffed clams. Okay, so you buy the fresh clams from your grocer or your fishmonger, and you get the large clams, not the little cherry stones. The man at the grocery store, oh, these cherry stones, these are not cherry stones. But anyhow, you get the quahog clams, which are the larger clam shells, these. And you put a whole clam into a pot of water, and it should have about an inch or two of water, depending on how many clams you use. So you put them in a single layer, the raw clams, and then you put a little bit of olive oil on them, fresh parsley, a couple of cloves of garlic, and that's it. And you steam them for about 10 minutes. Make sure all the clams open up. If a clam does not open up, do not use it. So then you take the clam juice and you simply pour it over the cheesecloth and see how the little bits, and you'll see some garlic in there and little bits of the clam and parsley, and you don't want that stuff in. I mean, you do want the parsley, but I add the parsley again. And then you simply take the cheesecloth, discard it, and you have wonderful clam juice that you can use for other recipes. And if you need some extra juice for the stuffed clams, you add it just a little bit. You don't want it too pasty and gluey. So then after the clams are all opened and cooled, you take the meat from the clams and you remove it and you mince it and throw it in a bowl, and then you start with the Ritz cracker. It all depends on how many clams you make. I made quite a few clams, so I use 3 packages of Ritz crackers. Then you put them in to save you working time and keep your kitchen clean. You take a package of Ritz crackers and you beat it like so. Make sure they're okay. Then you open the package and you put this in the bowl. You put it in the bowl with. I won't pound on your crackers.
Because I like mine nice and circly.
Well, this is for the stuffing. So then we take, all right, you pretend there's clams in there. Okay, then you take the Ritz crackers, and that's about the consistency of that. And my secret ingredient, and this is very local, it's from Apicella's Bakery in New Haven, and they make something called, it's like a pepper biscuit, but we call them frizzelles. And I take a handful of frizzelles, do the same thing in the baggie, pour it in with the clams, then you add fresh parsley, a nice bunch of fresh parsley. I couldn't get fresh parsley at the grocery store, so I had to get the already prepared, which I'm not thrilled about. It's so much better with fresh parsley. Then you take a generous helping of the extra virgin olive oil, any kind will do. Just make sure it's nice and fresh. And you put a good, I would say, 3 or 4 tablespoons. That's not an exact science. So 3 or 4 tablespoons of that. So the parsley, the chopped clams, the crushed Ritz crackers, the crushed Apicella pepper biscuits, and you can add some clam juice from the pot to moisten it. So then it should have this consistency, a nice consistency like this. Now, and oh, do not forget the garlic. Now, my husband does not like garlic, so these are his without garlic. But these have minced garlic in it, 1 or 2 cloves, depending on how much garlic you like. So then you take, and I do it by my hands because it's so much more exact than doing it with a teaspoon. And you just stuff that like that. You don't pound them down. My mother pounds them down and it makes it real doughy. So you just take a nice little handful, put it in the clamshell, and you go like that. And I'm making 4 stuffed clams for him, the non-garlic like that. Just sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on it. Okay, then you put the stuffed clams into the oven, in a 350 oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, and you check on them. When they get nice little crust on them, it means they're done. If they're drying out, you can take some of the clam juice and just sprinkle it. And like I said, everything is already cooked, so you don't have to worry about things being undercooked. So it's basically to brown the tops of and to heat them through. They taste a lot better when they're heated through. So okay, hope you enjoy it. Bon appetit. Manga. All right, we're freezing the clamshells we're not using because they become little dishes, and we can make stuffed clams any time of the day or week.
Why do you have to freeze them?
I just like to freeze them. Because they'll go bad. Who wants rotten clams?
The shells will go bad?
Oh, they'll still clammy. So you put them in the freezer so that's what I do. There you go. And Melody's helping